Well, good afternoon everybody. We have really been busy. Hello again, welcome to 2023. This video is certainly long overdue. Our last one was discussing how we were going to be talking about future signalling explained. Believe me, that's in depth, and I've still not finished preparing that. So the video before that was we were going to have to relay all of the layout because it was wrong, and I showed you videos of it being done, and then also showed you how it was going to be done. Well, it is done, and we have managed to renew all the track and got the point work right, so we're happy with that. We're going to have this as a holding siding. That's the down, that's the up. This is going to go to a 2-track goods shed, and there's just going to be a dead end line there. We've done the goods shed building here, we've done coal stays around here, and then we've concentrated on the station area, and that has taken a lot of work. Now we're starting to get the scenics in. Apologies for not having done recent updates, but I've been quite unwell for some time, and I've not had the enthusiasm nor the inclination to do anything. It's taken a lot to get my mojo for the layout back again. Biggest problems we've had is deciding what fencing we're going to use. We bought a load of Hornby fencing, thought that would have been ideal. Wrong. It just doesn't look right. When we tried putting it again on the platform edges, it's got plastic edging to it, which just wasn't right. I personally prefer spear fencing, but at £10 for 2 ramp ends and 2 gates, that is a lot of money. We've also started using some of the Gauge Master spear fencing. I thought that would have been virtually identical to the ratio. It's not. So I've only bought a few little bits of that. So it's got to be the ratio fencing, which is far, far finer. Although Jamie had the idea of putting in the picket fencing around the edge of the platform. It does look good, I must admit. However, after seeing various other videos, I'm also thinking security conscious, and having looked at actual photographs as well, it's a difficult choice. Either it stays as picket fencing or it goes to spear fencing. Personally, I can't decide, and that's being perfectly honest. I do prefer spear fencing, but I don't like the price. That's the only thing. Picket fencing to me is more of a Midland thing than a Southern, but that's just me. What else have we done? Started putting the lamp posts in. We've done 4 different station buildings on the layout. Spent an absolute fortune in buildings, only to be told by Jamie and his brother they don't like them, they want these station buildings back in. I'm not convinced, but hey ho, every day's a school day, it's a learning curve. So there we are. We're starting to add more details. We've got the Horton Common sign by the footbridge. Footbridge is on, you've got the porter going over the bridge, we've got the man waiting, we've got the barrow and the porter there. We've actually got a nice little scene inside the goods shed, which looks quite good. That does actually light up. Other than that, the next bit to start scenicking is this end. As we're coming around, get all the ballast into the tracks and sorted. Weather that down. The signal box is secured. That's got lighting as well, but no interior detail. The back scenes themselves, I do like. But what I don't like, at £25 for a long run, you expect something to be, you know, really top notch. You put a damp cloth over the top of that, and I don't know if Jamie can show you, but it's all patchy. The paint comes off and you're left with white plastic underneath. You can definitely see it down here where the tree is. That was just by wiping with a damp cloth to get the dust off. I couldn't believe it that the ink was actually coming off on the cloth. So I'm going to have to either rethink or renew. Although that is the sort of scene that we want, and because that's what it's like at Horton. But at that price, the only other thing I can think of is biting the bullet and buying another set of the same back scenes and then spraying them with a matte varnish, acrylic, to seal them in. Now, there's no instructions with these back scenes when you get them. Absolutely none. And that's highly annoying, because you would think it was quality UPVC or PVC and it's going to be white clean. It's not. Anything but. I don't recommend these. Steer clear of them. There are others on the market which I've seen. There's some new ones just come out I was looking at last night. I might renew those. Also today we're hoping to extend this part of the scenery like the whoops-a-daisy. Put the crane back. Right the way along up to here, so we'll have that bit complete with the grass in it. We've got all the scenics for that, which is okay. If you remember, I said in the last video that I'd broken one of the signals. It snapped as I lifted it out. That is now down here. It does go up, does go down. It's no longer motorized, but I'm going to have to put a subsidiary signal there for the shunt move and that, so it really doesn't have to go up and down. And I've got to put another LED behind it because everything was destroyed when that fell apart. Very flimsily put together and sadly very expensive to replace. But there we go. Bridge, I was going to renew that. I was going to make that a double track because the boys decided in later years or later months it could possibly be a round and round, but the thought of taking that out and redoing all that area does not appeal to me at all. So it's not happening. Got a lot more trains. As Jamie says, this looks so wrong but looks so right. The Great Western Prairie, yeah, probably shouldn't be there, but it does look good. Can't knock it, and if I move it down a bit, as everybody cringes as a loco being pushed along the lines. Within the scenics, it looks all right. We've bought a new loco. We bought Blackmore Vale in BR Green, heavily overweathered, but a bargain at £60 at Canterbury Model Railway Show. So we're in the process of de-dirting it and redoing it. I don't think we've bought anything else apart from that. I did get some four-wheel govs which were yellow, absolutely vile, and I'm repainting them blue and they look pretty good. This is how I bought them. Yuck, vile, do not like, but it's the only way of getting a Lima Gov. However, with respray, a bit of patience, et voila, I've managed to do that, which I'm pretty pleased with. Only thing I've got to change is I've done the wrong number. I've got a lamppost in the way there, Jamie's filming, so I'll move it over to there. So I've got to change the number on that, but that yellow one is also going to be done like that one, because I'm not paying £50 for a Backman one. Lehman ones are just as good, maybe dated, but with the right detailing, they're okay. The window bars are actual plastic strut, which I fixed behind the glazing. You can look at the yellow one. It's printed, but you can't really see it. With that, looks a lot better, I think. Other than that, we've decided that we have completed our loco fleet and that we don't need any more. We've purchased enough. Hornby had a big sale on a few months ago. They were clearing their bullets out. Those should have been about £49, I think it was, and they were selling them off at £15 each. So we bought 4 for 60 quid. So for the cost of one original and half another one, we've got a 4-car rake, which is good enough for us. I know 4 cars doesn't sound very much, but this platform can just take a 4. We have got others. I think we've got 3 sets in total. We've got the Bachmann bullets, we've got the Hornby Mortals, and now we've got the Hornby bullets as well. Bought a little wagon, I think. Yeah, a couple of goods wagons we've got. There's only so much you can get on this layout before it's overkill. So that's where we're up to now. Started putting, as I said, the scenery together. Street lamps are in. The platform lamps are going in. The fencing will go up. And then add the people. Complete repaint of some of the area. And jobs are good, and I hope it should be okay. I don't know how much longer it's going to take us to do this, but I can't really say there's a definite time. But we'll get there when we get there. We think it's looking quite good so far. I hope you like what we've done. Apologies once more for the late update of what's happening. The green you can see where the trees are bare, that's just green tissue paper. On that note, I shall hand over to Jamie, who will no doubt be doing the closing scenes, and hope to see you again soon. Till then, cheerio.